Up until now, the equations that we've solved have had the variable only on one side. Like, for instance, 3x plus 2 is equal to 8. So we would subtract 2 from both sides, and we would find that 3x is equal to 6. And then we would divide both sides by 3 and find that x is equal to 2. So up until now, this is what we've been experiencing, just one variable on one side of the equation. But now we're going to get into a little bit more complex problem, and we're going to have variables on both sides of the equations. So let's jump into 95.1 here. And we have 3x plus 3 is equal to x minus 5. So which one do we move? That's going to be your question. How do I arrange this? What I would like to do is I'm going to solve this where you move both of them. So I'm going to start this one by moving the x term from the right to the left. So minus x minus x. That becomes a 2x plus 3 is equal to negative 5 because this canceled. So now I'm going to move this positive 3 by subtracting it from both sides. So now I have 2x is equal to negative 8. And if I divide both sides by 2, I find that x is equal to negative 4. All right, so let's say I decided to move my 3x from this side to that side. So let's see if that does the same thing. So we're going to subtract 3x from both sides, right? So that gives us cancels. I have a positive 3 here is equal to, and we know this is a 1, so negative 2x minus 5. So now I'm going to put the 5 over here by adding 5 to both sides. I get 8 is equal to negative 2x. So I divide both sides by negative 2, and I find that negative 4 is the value of x. So I get the same answer regardless of which way I move my variable. So it doesn't matter. You can take the x from this side or the variable from the right, move it to the left, or you can take it from the left and move it to the right. You're going to get the same answer either way. So feel confident. Don't be indecisive and let that become a stumbling block. Just pick a side. Toss a coin if you have to. All right. Heads is left, tails is right, or whichever way you want to do it. So let's clear this and move into 95.2. If you heard that or not, my daughter's washing the dishes. Yay, I don't have to do the dishes. All right, so we have 4x minus 2 is equal to negative x. Well, wait a minute. All we have on this side is an x. We don't have a constant, so what are we supposed to do? Well, when you only have this one term over here, it's pretty obvious that in this situation, the smart thing to do is to move the term from this side over to this side. That way you're left with, this cancels, negative 2 is equal to negative, remember that's a 1, 5x. So then we divide both sides by negative 5, right? Negative over negative is a positive 2 over 5 is equal to negative over negative is a positive 1x. So the value of x in this equation is 2/5. Now, when you get an answer like this, sometimes you go, I don't know how that works. You can always check your work, and I highly recommend that you do it, especially when you're not confident in the answer. So go back to the original problem. We have 4x minus 2 is equal to negative x. And take the fraction and sub it in for x. So 4, 2/5 for x minus 2 equals negative 2/5, right? Okay, we subbed it in. 4 times 2, we turn this into a fraction. 4 times 2 is 8 over 5. minus, we're going to turn this into a fraction that has a common denominator. So 2 times 5 would be 10 over 5. That would be a negative 2 is equal to negative 2 over 5. So 8 minus 10, it's going to be a negative 2 over 5 is equal to negative 2 over 5. So when it balances, you know you got the right answer. So we have checked our work and we know that x is equal to 2 over 5. All right, that is all we have for lesson 95. I mean, it's literally that easy. So if you struggle with this, please rewatch the video first. Write down any questions you have as you watch the video. All right, any video, if you have questions, write them down in your notebook to bring to class. Or circle the example problem and go bring it to class and say, I don't know how to do this. This makes no sense. Or bring any problem from your schoolwork or your practice problems, your homework, your tests. We can throw them on the board and we can solve them and help you find where you might be making a minor mistake that's throwing you off. That's all I have for lesson 95. I'll see you guys in lesson 96.